The ministry has a theme this year: action, implementation. And this is the first of a series of things that we'll be doing.
The 380 megawatt new baseload generation capacity and groundbreaking for the 78 megawatt renewable project took the spotlight in February for the Ministry of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining.
Our first mission is to diversify, to move away from this single source of diesel and heavy fuel oil, liquids, and to transition into other sources.
That transition has so far led to the green light being given for work to begin on the 78 megawatt project. As part of that, ground broke on February 20 for Wigton Phase 3's 24 megawatt wind plant in Manchester. The $45 million plant will consist of 12 turbines, a new substation to transform the medium voltage circuit power to the transmission level, and a 9.6 transmission line to the Jamaica Public Service Company's Spur 3 substation.
Geotechnical and topographical studies and detail engineering will take place in the first quarter of 2015, and construction is scheduled to begin in April. Commissioning is projected by February 2016, at which point Wigton's total capacity will be 62.7 megawatts.
Another groundbreaking took place on February 25 for Blue Mountain Renewables' 34 megawatt wind plant in St. Elizabeth. $89 million will be spent to install 11 turbines on 75 acres of land, and electricity generated at the plant will be converted and sold to the Jamaica Public Service Company. The remaining 20 megawatts, a solar plant by WRB Enterprise Inc. in Clarendon, is expected to be activated in March 2015. Energy Minister Phillip Paulwell says all three projects represent a combined $22 billion investment.
That will record growth in our economy, and very importantly for us, the creation of jobs, J-O-B-S.
Approximately 325 jobs will be created during the construction phase of both the Wigton and BMR wind plants. The government is strategically putting these projects in place to stimulate a thriving business environment through lower energy costs.
These things happen because of a will to do them, of clear policies that are in place. And I'm pleased that our government has moved apace to ensure that we have the right framework.
Update came earlier in the month on February 3 for the 380 megawatt new baseload generation capacity. 330 megawatts have been approved by Cabinet. That means the Jamaica Public Service Company will go ahead and construct a 190 megawatt gas cogeneration plant at Old Harbour, while Alpart is to build a 140 megawatt gas turbine cogeneration plant in St. Elizabeth. Both companies have agreed on a power tariff: JPS for not more than 12.89 US cents per kilowatt hour, and Alpart for not more than 12.99 US cents per kilowatt hour. The target: a significant reduction in the cost of electricity.
Still aiming on that benchmark 30% reduction, and we're expecting that instead of the 40 cents, US 40 cents that it was costing, it would be more down in the range of somewhere between 26 to 27 cents. That's what we are expecting, and these prices will achieve that.
The Electricity Sector Enterprise Team, ESET, Chairman Dr. Vincent advised that work would commence during 2015. The remaining 50 megawatts of energy from Jamalco is still on the books, pending further negotiations with the plant's new owner. Alongside this, $15 million is being spent to convert the Jamaica Public Service Company's Bogue plant feedstock from automotive diesel oil to gas.
Bogue currently uses very expensive automotive diesel oil. That's what goes to the burners to drive the engines. When we did the analysis on the cost of the heavy fuel and against the cost of gas, it was a low-hanging fruit to immediately bring some benefits to the consumer. Because the conversion from fuel oil to gas made it very, very important and useful to lower the cost to the consumer.
Conversion is to be completed by the end of 2015. The drive to reduce electricity is to facilitate increased production, create jobs, and set the platform where consumers and the government will benefit from savings. Still on energy developments in February, Minister Paulwell advised that no decision had been arrived at with respect to the divestment of government's shares in the state oil refinery, Petrojam. He said if and when an offer was received, the process would be subject to the oversight of the Contractor General and the government's Contracts Committee, consistent with the divestment of public assets. In the area of technology, residents of Green Pond in St. James are benefiting from a fully equipped internet cafe and information and communications technology center established by the government at a cost of $4.7 million. The facility is located at the Farm Primary and Junior High School. It boasts 24 desktop computers, wireless internet connectivity, a projector, 2 printers, a retractable screen and server, as well as desks and chairs. The project is in keeping with government's efforts to provide more Jamaicans with access to information technology for development.
Because it is through this that we are going to create better human beings, better students emerging, because now they will have access to the world of information. And it means that the opportunities are going to be there for our people.
Using the same stage, the Science and Technology Minister said government would deliver on its promise of number portability by the end of May this year. Minister Paulwell reported that number portability was among the conditions government imposed for the Lime Flow merger. He established that Jamaica would not return to a telecommunications monopoly.
I want to assure you that as the person was involved in liberalizing, and I'm making sure that in whatever joint ventures that emerge, that there is the preservation of competition.
Number portability will allow cellular phone users to carry their numbers across ports when they switch their service providers. The Ministry of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining. A recap of ongoing works during the month of February to achieve increased productivity through lower electricity costs, which will lead to more jobs being created and drive economic growth across sectors.